Hello, Taurus. This is Lily Rose, and I'm here to do your reading as a general. If it doesn't resonate, check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. This is also Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Okay. I do masculine, feminine. I do not do gender. So if I say she or him, I just mean masculine, feminine. Okay. Do like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to build again. I might even just open up a new channel because I'm like, this one isn't working. So I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. It's been 8 years and I am struggling. So I may have a new channel, which I will link when I open it up. But anyways, so I wanted to do a different spread today. I wanted to put how they're feeling versus how you're feeling. Okay. Now, I pulled your person over here and I pulled you over here, Taurus. Okay. This could flip flop. Okay. You could be mirroring each other, right? Uh, so take it how it resonates. Okay. But I did, obviously, I will pull tarot, obviously, but I did want to lay it all out here, you guys, so that you didn't have to sit here and wait for me, okay? Because I'm a talker anyway. So I'm gonna pull on your person first. It looks, I'm just gonna say a few things here right off the bat. Your person could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, strong Pisces with the fish and the moon. Something can have to do with the crescent moon, okay? I do see this person almost like going into the darkness or like having anxiety. Like the light's like right here, right? But it's like going the opposite direction. So they may be like depressed or something. I'm not sure. You've got the earthworm, which is grounded, which I'll read about these in a minute. But you're very earthy. You're very intelligent. You might be an overthinker. Okay. This person is probably not doing that well from the separation, but they're being reborn again. I feel like you both are. The overall energy, I'll do the overall energy first. You have Phoenix. Okay. So you're both rising from the ashes. This is either, okay, now this is either a new person and they've went through all this and they're coming in, right? But this is your connection together, what's going to happen. Okay. So either you've already met this person in their inner energy or you're about to. Okay. All right, so we've got be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So there may have been a period of crisis, and I do see that with the fighting and the mind games and things like that. Your person could be seeing signs synchronicities. You might be just awakening to the connection. You might be still might be dealing with childhood wounds, but you've got the sun. This is clarity, yeah, and then you've got anxiety. But I feel like you guys might be coming out of anxiety because you've got a caring connection. This is going to be an abundant connection. You can look at the cards. When I pulled these cards, I was like, and I got some, I have a lot of cards in each deck, and you pulled amazing cards, Taurus. So if you're doing the healing and you're doing the work, God bless, okay? Because it looks like you both are, right? But, this is a very loving connection. This is two minds coming together as one. This is probably two givers coming together or two takers coming together. You never want to put a taker and a giver together, right? You want to put a giver to giver together or a taker to taker together, right? That's what I've learned after 43 years of being alive. But there's a caring connection between two people, and I do see that you care for each other very deeply. I think that you probably think about each other at night. You probably fantasize. Okay, this could be a soulmate connection. You could feel the pull. Okay, but I do think there's anxiety, maybe from the separation. We'll find out when I pull the tarot. But the overall energy between the two of you is the sun. So this is clarity. This is also divine masculine, but this is you are the sun to them and they are the sun to you. Okay. And then you've got give your relationship a chance. There's a need to give it, and then you got reconciliation at the bottom of the deck or at the bottom of that. So there might be a need for somebody to throat chakra, Taurus. There you go. Maybe you need to speak up or they need to speak up, right? It depends on how the connection works, right? My personal belief, this looks very soulmatey. You will know where you stand, Taurus, okay? You will know if you need a contact or not. And I'm sure this person will too as well. We'll see when we get into tarot cards. Heartstring, mind games, and then we got mind games twice. So somebody was playing mind games in this connection, okay? Or taking advantage or playing with feelings, string along. Someone could be stringing someone along, or they could have. I feel like this is past energy. I think that's why there's a separation here. But this is gaslighting, testing you, analyzing you, emotionally unavailable. Someone could have been emotionally unavailable. But you're you're connected, especially like look at the heart. Red could be super important. Long hair could be important. Black hair. um we'll leave that there and put that up there. And then we've got the overall energy for both of you is willingness. You are able to compromise if the end is love. So yeah, what's more important, right? Love is compromise. Compromise is love, right? That is how you work in a relationship. Compromise is everything, right? So there's a need to compromise. And then you've got right place, right time. So this could be a divine connection where you're not going to come together until you guys learn your karmic lessons, okay? But this is alignment, divine timing, and meant to be. So divine timing could be at play. And then we have the otter for you guys, this connecting energies, which I did mark those. These ones I did because it's a new book and I'm still learning it. So uh this is perhaps the most joyful creature within Animal's Spirit deck. I do feel like that you do bring each other joy, and I do feel like this is going to be a very fun, playful, obsessed connection. um, Absolute bliss. Yeah, you're gonna have fun together. It's very playful. It's very childlike. Um, it's like giddiness. It's like a first love. It's like a when you like someone in kindergarten, you shove Cheetos down their shirt. You know what I mean? It's that kind of love. The girl with the questions and wants to transport and the pressures of impossible. Yeah, I feel like the connection is transporting. It is rising up. You got Judgment and Phoenix. Okay, those are number one major arcana, but those are all about rebirth, coming back together, rising. I mean, no one look. Oh, that's weird. Only freaking. Oh my god, I don't know what it is. It's a eagle, I think. Only eagles can fly towards the sun. So you could both be like divine masculine, divine feminine, the moon and the sun, or the sun and the sun, right? It depends on what energy you're in, okay? But to me, there's always like a feminine and masculine. I mean, you may, like, I could be a masculine characteristic today, right? Like, I could have that energy today, but then tomorrow I'm feminine. We all carry that, especially if we become the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay. Celebration awaits. Yeah, I think you're both waiting to come together. It says full of love and needs nothing. Yeah, I think, and especially with this card, when you have love, or no, the other card, willingness, when you have love, you have everything. And I do feel like there's an individuality too. You guys might like to have your own space, your own time, things like that. Okay. And then, oh shit, underneath that we have the unicorn. Yeah, I feel like this is signs, synchronicities, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Okay. So we'll do your person and then we have you. So your person side, or this is you, Taurus. You have to put yourself where you need to be. Okay. Soul searching will bring inner peace in many areas of your life. I think this person is really trying to find inner peace. I think this person probably has done a lot of soul searching because they're trying to be reborn again, right? They're trying to level up. And then you've got on your side, you got weathering the challenges ahead will bring new possible or positive future. So right now it's shitty, right, Taurus? But we have to go through the hard times to get to the good times. We have to heal. We have to grow. We have to change. The earthworm is evolving, right? They're able to go underground and like hibernate and heal and then come back up. Like, I don't know. Okay, that's just what I was thinking. Okay, and then they have yin and yang. So this is a change in cycles, wrapping things up, don't act, be calm. So they're trying to be calm and they're wrapping up karmic cycles. They're learning their lessons, they are done. I'm telling you, they're closing out cycles. They're done. They're ready for you. Okay. You may not be ready because you have the throat chakra, which is having a hard time speaking but need to speak. Sending powerful energy to throat chakra, power in communication. Let communication flow freely. Speak your truth. So Taurus, no matter what, if they contact you, contact them wherever you're at, speak your truth. Okay? Because this is you want to start this off obviously in the right way. Okay? Let's start off with a little fishy. So your person is a fishy. What the frick? Oh, I was like, oh my god, did I just lose all that? Okay. So in the fish loves to, and I'm not a good reader, so you have to, you know, I might just go blah 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 blah. Okay. So the fish loves to be submerged in life's current. So I feel like they're really soulful. They could be like really spiritual, very fantasy. They like to live in fantasy. They may like I said, like with independence, they may like to like go and like, you know, go into la land. Okay. They like movement. They like to keep moving. They don't like to stop. That's why they want to keep growing. I could see that here with the judgment, the yin to the yang. They want change. They want to close out cycles. They're figuring it out, right? They are roaming for lifetimes. Fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness, as slippery relationships. Yeah, they may have not have had very good relationships. They may have had maybe have had takers in the past. Okay. So this person's healing because they're not going to bring this in here, right? With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intuition. Spend some time with our forces and dear fish. Yeah, I think this fish really has to like ground themselves, stay out of their brain, stay out of their emotions. I feel like this fishy may have like a little bit of a hard time controlling their feelings when it comes to you. Also, I feel like they need somebody to ground them, and you could be that person. Obviously, you guys are here, right? But because you are grounded, you're in the ground. They need that, right? They need that mud. They need a little bit of mud to keep them stuck because they're a little bit wild. They like to just swish, swish, swish all over the place. But they're calm. They're peaceful. The moon. So they may like to be around the moon. They may have something to do with the moon because it calms their soul. Okay, and then again we got the divine feminine with the moon, right? But this is adaptable, travels well. They are moldable, right? Usually water signs are moldable. They're pretty easygoing. They go with the flow, right? But fishes are able to like adapt, change, grow. Okay, let's see what yours is, my little earthwormy. My little earthwormy. Where are you? Yeah, very intelligent, vulnerable, earnest. So very grounded, very stable. Exactly what this, you probably bring out the best in each other. You're probably very, very different. I mean, obviously, we have the yin and the yang. 22 might be important. 39 might be important. 4 might be important for stability. Then you got 4 again. 5, which is conflict, but it's growth. And then you've got 14, 5 again. And then you got 4 again. So you got 2 5s and 2 4s. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's all about stability and change. Okay. We have all felt like a earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or working to establish confidence in the new fields. Okay. So you might be new to the spiritual world and maybe like learning that. And maybe you've had gone through some hard times. You could have went through some soul searching and healing yourself, right? Your chakras could be opened. But it's important to remember that once they've felt the earthworm energy too, this card reminds us that it has been intimidated or lost hope. Yeah, don't lose hope, Taurus. Okay, stay grounded. Don't overthink. Okay, have faith. You're on the right track. This has all happened for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. You've had to go through these hard times so you can get to the good times. Anything worth anything ain't worth anything, right? If it ain't hard, it ain't worth it. Yeah, I feel like this person may be more spiritual than you, but you're catching up, and or maybe they've opened you up, and now you're both spiritual. There's something about like you being a little baby, you're a little baby earthworm, and you're just like you're coming out of your shell. Maybe you're actually seeing your worth, and you're like, this is who I am, and standing in your power on who you are. Okay, sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect on the universe. Yeah. So this to me Now, some of you may think this is woo doo doo doo, but when soulmates come together, right, and they help heal the collective, that is what I see. Okay, I see two people that are spiritual that could help heal the collective, right? They call them, I don't know what the new age calls them, but it's just people that want to lead people to the positive, right side of life. Communication. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living in love. Again, we've got communication on your side. We've got the throat chakra. So maybe your heart chakra is opened up and you're actually seeing the connection. Okay. I'm going to pull these real quick. They've got two of them. Actually, two of them came out for your person. Okay. It says past life relationship. You have known each other before. So they believe that they have known you before. Okay. And then very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So they're trying to stay positive, right? They want to bring this connection together. And then you have healing family issues. So you're probably healing, doing the work, which I'm so proud of you. Good job. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there may be childhood wounds, Taurus, that you need to be healing right now, okay? Or that you have already gone through what you're going through right now, and that's why you've got that thorn energy, okay? And maybe you need to speak about that. Maybe you need to communicate with your parents, and we forgive, right? We forgive and we move on because we don't want to let people to have control of our emotions, right? You give people control when you don't forgive them. And you know what? Our parents are a product of their environment. We're a product of our environment, right? Like, we never know how somebody was raised. So you can't really judge your parents because they do the best that they can, right? But that does take time, and everybody heals in their own time. This person, silence, longing for you, and distance. Yeah, like I said, they're ready. They're longing for you. They don't really like the separation. Spiritual contract songs, telepathic dreams of them. So you could have a telepathic connection with this person. You may be dreaming about this person. They may be dreaming about you. Songs, synchronicities, that kind of thing, right? And then on your side, you got holding on, can't let go, clinging. Yeah, I don't think this is obsession. I just think that you are connected to this person. I think that you guys have a soulmate connection here. And then they've got trust issues, one-sided, detached, poor communication. So maybe that's something that they're working on. They're working on their poor communication. Maybe their trust issues. Like I said, it looks like with the fishy, they may have picked the partners that were not good for them, right? And that's what they're healing. Or you guys have had conflict, okay? Gaslighting, testing you, analyzing you, emotional, unavailable. So this could be how they think about you. Like, maybe you play mind games with them, maybe you gaslit them. They're trying to analyze you. They could be watching you. Okay. And then you have, Lord, desire, self-pleasure, intense feelings, sexual thoughts about you. So you're obviously, I think this is a mutual thing. You're obviously both thinking about each other on the 5D. Back for good, pure joy, soulmate reconnection. Yeah, you want to connect as well. You're highly attracted to this person. Okay. I'm going to do your tarot. I'm going to leave these two out. I don't know why. We'll put the rest away, but. And I'm actually doing the tarot of sexual magic this time, so we will see what pops out. I'm trying to figure out what spread I want to do. I'm going to do you, and then I'm going to do them. Okay, so I'm actually going to pull another deck. No, I don't want to pull another deck. Okay, I'm going to pull, let's see, what do I want to do? Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do you versus them. Okay. How can I help them? How can I get them? What they need to know? Taurus and their person. How can I help them? How can I get them? What they need to know? I'm trying to figure out what freaking spread I want to use. Hold on a second. I got to think about this. Taurus, I'm just going to do your person and how they feel about you. I'm going to do that because I really want to use these. I was drawn to these, and this is what just came in my intuition, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay? So we're going to do a little spread on them. Taurus person, the center, which I would say this is the heart space. Too many. Just one, please. Yeah. Queen of Chalices. Again, we got water. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be. It's just someone that has feelings, romantic feelings for you. You've gotten into their heart. Okay, and then Eight of Swords, anxiety, feeling trapped. Okay, past. Taurus person, please. That's way too many. Okay, I'm going to pull that one. Oh, damn. Got the sun twice. Divine masculine again. They could be working on the divine masculine side so that they can level up as well. That could be it. Oh, damn. Then you got the high priestess. Well, Jesus. You guys want to marry each other? You want to be committed to each other, obviously. We got Taurus. Taurus, so they may be getting advice. They may be getting tarot card readings on you, right? There could be, oh my God. I have to pull those. I have to. I'm not going to pull those. The Tower. Oh, Lord. So you guys could be going through a tower moment. There could be this longing, okay? So let's start off. We got the sun. This is obviously coming out of the dark, feeling positive, making new friendships, reaching a goal in love, believing in your partner. So you both believe in each other. You probably both believe in the connection, but there is some work that needs to be done here because you're not coming together, okay? You're not together yet. So either you're in this person's energy or you're about to meet this person. Everyone's timeline is going to be different. On the top, we've got anxiety, not communicating, tricking you or deceiving you. So they may think that either you think that they're tricking you or deceiving you, or you think that they're tricking you or deceiving you. I do not see that. I think this is fear. I think that fear is what's keeping you guys apart. I feel like maybe childhood trauma, not healing. I feel like you're doing the work, but there's something that's keeping this connection separated, and everyone's going to be different. So this is also Leo, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay. And then in the middle, we have Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is a loving, gentle, forgiving person. This doesn't matter, Taurus. If you're feminine, this could be your masculine. If you want a masculine, it doesn't matter because the masculine has to work on their feminine energy, and no matter which way you want to slice this cake, they have romantic feelings for you. They have deep emotions for you. Okay. There may be, again, some intuition going on with that Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, especially with the Hierophant below it. This is spiritual. This is advice. This is abundance of love, commitment, wise, spiritual, very spiritually, right? And then we've got the Six of Cups, missing each other, memories, longing. This person's longing. You're probably longing. The Ace of Swords, clarity, trust. There's trust here. You guys both trust each other, but it's almost like your fears are making up shit in your brain, right? Because I say this is the brain up at the top, right? And then you've got the Emperor. So you could be dealing with an Emperor or you are the Emperor, okay? But this is divine masculine. This is somebody that's stable, that's grounded, that knows what they want. They're standing in their power, and maybe, either you or them are starting to stand in your power, starting to realize what your worth is, right? I feel like we're dealing with a divine pair. Yeah, look at Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's heartbreak here. Okay, there could have been a third party. I don't know. We'll keep pulling. But there could be some sort of jealousy here. This is also like a little bit of controlling energy, but it's more or less like, especially with the Three of Swords, I just feel like this is not easy. This is not easy. Whatever you're going through right now, I do not feel like is easy for either one of you, okay? But here's the clarity. Here's the sun. Here's the spiritual awakening, right? Look at the cards. You got one bad card. And it's just mental. That's your own shit, right? What's going on with the sun? Or their shit, whatever. The Emperor again. I don't read reversals, so unless I'm drawn to it, I'm not. Especially with this deck, because I just got it. Okay, again, we've got an eagle here. So we've got soaring. The divine masculine is coming into their own. They are starting to love themselves. Once they heal those family issues, they will be fine. Page of Cups. This, like I said, this is childlike love. This is emotional feelings. They could be puppy love. Damn, Taurus. This is stability, marriage. If you want to get married, this is the person that you're probably going to marry. Okay, you don't have to, but it is commitment. You get the Page of Cups, emotional fulfillment, crush, Two of Cups, and there's the fishy again, right? You got the eagle and the fish. This person could have facial hair. Something to do with like maybe your Chinese zodiac signs match. I don't know where that came from, but it did. Okay, so we've got two people that like each other. And I think you both think that you guys are doing something you shouldn't be doing. And the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And then you got the 10 of Coins. And then the 9 of Coins. Stability, growth, legacy. What's going on with this 8 of Swords? Yeah, boom. 4 of Swords. So during this time of separation, you're probably like, oh my God, what's the other person doing? And then you got the King of Coins. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that could be your energy, that could be theirs, right? Or that's who you're dealing with, right? Strong earth, strong water, but really, you guys, it's energy. There's a break here. 8 of Coins, still wanting to work on it. You got 2 8s there, by the way. And the King of Wands, they're highly attracted to you. They still want to work on it. They could be really like working on something at night. They could have a dog. You could have a dog. I feel like they could be seeing birds or like, I don't know. They're like still like I feel like they're sitting here in heartbreak at night because look at you got the 3 of Swords here, right? But they're like holding on to the other sword. Usually the 4 swords are up here. Yeah. They could just be working really hard, you know, and trying to level up and go after what they want. Because the King of Wands goes after what they want, okay? Especially when it comes to like career and things like that. But all in all, they're attracted to you. And then you got the 9 of Coins, which is the slowest knight in the deck. But when they lay the foundation right, right? And then you got the 6 of Wands, which is victory. Tell me about this Queen. Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Coins. And the 10 of Swords. Yeah. This person is closing out cycles. They have just closed out a cycle. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. They could be, you guys could have closed out cycles together and you want to work together. Maybe you have been working together on the 5D there. And then you got the 10 of Coins again on the bottom of the deck, which is legacy, which is building together, right? I mean, if you're here, that's what you want. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here watching this love reading. You want legacy. This is somebody that you could build an empire with. The Emperor, the Empress, right? But something's changing for this person, okay? They're healing. They've got the 10 of Swords and then 3 of Coins. They could be working on some new creative adventure. You guys could be coming together or they want to work with you. This connection, this separation could have broke their heart for sure. Could have broke yours too, who knows? This is a general, so I'm sure it wasn't easy because the cards don't look like they're easy. Okay, Hierophant, please. There's 1. 8 of Wands, communication, fast moving energy. You might see a shooting star at night and like that's when it happens. Ace of Wands. Page of Swords. Yeah, they're watching you. There may be competition. They may think that they're, like I said, they may think that you have other options. But this is fast moving. This is like what is it called? Like the arrows of love. Like I don't remember. Cupid's arrows, right? That's what they call them, right? They could be like live next to grass or like in the woods. They may look outside here. They could have short red hair. They could have been wearing a mask, but they're taking their mask off. And this deck, you know, she's got her mask next to her. She's not wearing the mask. She's also holding flowers, so maybe there's an apology that this person wants to do. And then you got the 5 of Wands. There could be competition here, but it could just be conflict. But this is also wanting to keep fighting for the connection. And then you got the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck again. Damn. Give me one clarification for the 6 of Chalices. I'm just going to pull one on each of these. 7 of Coins. Okay, they may be like really thinking on like what went wrong. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles is like feeling bad, like for whatever part they played in it. They could be just like focused on work and focused on you with the 7 of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on with the what's going on with this Ace of Swords. The Chariot. clarity, trust, movement, right? They want to move it forward. They want to go. There could be some sort of travel, but they want this to be aligned. They want the truth to come out. You know, they want to speak the truth. You guys could be very different. Obviously, the trait's always different, but they're ready to go. Okay, or this is your energy, right? You have to figure out where you're at. You can both be in this energy, especially if you guys are marrying each other, okay? So you have to take it how it resonates for you. Page of Wands. Yeah. This Emperor is going to risk it. They're ready to risk it for the biscuit, okay? So, and then you have the Star at the bottom of the deck and the freaking Hangman. Time of self-sacrifice. And then the Knight of Coins. But I think that they have seen things from a different perspective. They want to apologize. I feel like they want communication. You've obviously stolen this person's heart. They want communication. They have a spiritual connection towards you, okay? Let's see what the Tower is about. Tower, please. For Taurus. Tower. Taurus, this is like a pretty dope reading, I'm not gonna lie. Knight of Cups. Yeah. I feel like maybe you guys didn't know this connection was gonna happen. Because with the Tower, there's this jealousy, or sometimes maybe you guys are jealous of each other because you don't know what each other are doing. Because in this deck, it's jealousy. Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. Some of you guys might have options. Or this person may have options. But all in all, and the Queen of Wands, all in all, I just feel like this person is super attracted to you. They want to communicate. They've got love for you here. Okay? I'm like, oh my God, did my reading just shut off? One more, please. Six of Swords. Going to calmer waters. Oh my God, the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. And then the Queen of Coins. And then the Queen of Cups. So I really feel like we're dealing with the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, but it didn't come out. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, but this is emotional and sexual, okay? This is attraction and love. I mean, you guys may not be in love, but you may be on your way. This could be a crush, right? This is communication. Communication. Okay? One of you may be more like romantic. One of you may be more fiery. Yeah, it's time to dip your toes in the water, right? It's time to go. It's time to roll out. Okay, I'm gonna get some advice. What advice can I give Taurus? I was gonna pull these other cards, but I think I'm on this for quite some time. I think I'm done here. Okay, safety, comfort. You feel comfortable with this person, right? They are your sun. You are their moon, probably. Okay. Crossroads. So there may have been a crossroads and you didn't know which direction to take, or they didn't. Compromise. There needs to be compromise. We've got that twice. You guys have to compromise and communicate properly. This could have been just a miscommunication. And then you've got intuition, the inner knowing, divine timing, travel, blocked obstacles, secret admirer, anxiety, twin flame, ghosted. Read between the lines, Taurus. Okay? You look like you're doing good. I think your person's not doing so great. They could be living in fear, or this is you. Take it out, resonates. Oh wait, I want to pull what your person wants to say to you. I totally forgot about those. There could have been outside influences too with that blocked obstacles, okay? Other people could have influenced this connection or came in between it. Whether that be work, alcohol, people, friends, sister, lover, anything. Wait, I didn't break it. I need to break it first. Okay. What does Taurus person want to say to them? Taurus person. I'm holding on to the memories of us. Yeah. They are definitely holding on to memories here, Taurus. Okay, I consider this to be your guys' energy, or I mean their energy, but if something resonates with you more, take it. I knew you were the one when I met you. Like I said, it's that freaking arrows, love at first sight kind of thing. Like there is a soul connection here. Okay. And Taurus, and I've been seeing it, right? When I've been doing your readings, it's been here. I mean, it's in a lot of our readings. I'm not gonna lie. I think Aries I did. And I'm like, oh my god, Aries. Aries gonna go get shotgun wedding, I think. I want to kiss you. Yeah. I think this person is highly sexually attracted to you. You're probably highly sexually attracted to them. We have the King of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands, right? Now we got the Knight of Wands, which is like 30. So again, there can be travel with that six of Swords. You may travel somewhere together. I want to hold you. This person wants to touch you. Or you want to touch them. Wherever energy you're in. I should have fought for you. So maybe they feel like they didn't fight enough for the connection, okay? I'm going to pull one more. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. Yeah, I think this person's in their head. Or this is you, right? These are you, or this is, it could be a mix, right? Whatever. You tame my demons. I think you guys could be healing each other with the chakras and stuff. Anyways, I wish you nothing but the best. God bless, Taurus.